Hey there, welcome one and all to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. We are here at the Aberration Investigator server, and I am one of your hosts, Morski, also known as Morski, with my own detective called Moria. And I'm joined here by my wonderful two friends, so would they like to say hi?
Hello. I am Fletch. The moment I started talking, my dog started barking, so that tells you a bit about me. Um, I'm going to be playing a horrible little detective named Camille who sure has been going through a time. And I'm
Oh
going to
boy.
go revoke my dog's hallway rights.
Uh, what can we say? He likes to cameo from time to time. Uh,
Yeah,
m-
little man wishes to participate.
little baby man. Anyway, um, my name is Avi. I am going to be playing another disgusting little detective named Shiro Azumi, who sure has also been going through a time.
They sometimes being brothers is synchronizing your mental breakdowns.
No, no, no.
Fetch.
Bro workers.
Don't swear at him. He won't be able to make it. So
they
they're free. Mm?
they know they're not just coworkers, but they're not sure what it is yet because they're stupid.
They are stupid, and both of them are just like, I don't want to take this too fast or be too pushy, so I'm just gonna sit here. Like, they
Even more.
acknowledge that there's something there, but like, how they're gonna name it.
I
Sure.
mean, Moria could sure name it for you. She was well aware you're brothers for a long time, though she's not saying anything. That would just be rude, right?
Yeah.
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 So we have three detectives, only one of which has a semblance of stability.
Yeah, and currently the other two detectives are still in the hospital in Villestown, the same one that Camille had been taken to at the end of the disappearance of Camille Christie. Moria, you left a while ago to take care of some things at your office, right?
Yeah, to be fair, she's kind of been staying there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, she could have left earlier, but she wanted to, like, be there because I point at her two boys and was just kind of, yeah, okay, I need to go check up on the house, make sure nothing is stolen and that things are all right. Don't get into any trouble while I'm gone, please. Thank you.
And then as soon as
And
she left,
and then they got into trouble. She got to witness a robot have a panic attack after she told them no. So she finished that business, closed things up. Things are okay. The house was aired a bit. It's locked. She's coming back. She may have picked up a couple detective knowledge because we're all nerds in this house.
oh, of course.
Of
Of course, of
course.
course.
And she probably has brought some sweets as well. And she is tired and cannot wait to sit down for a little bit. And hey, there are some topics that need to be crossed, so she's coming back to the hospital room. Hey boys, how you doing?
Uh, uh. Okay, so you're definitely awake, huh? Buddy. You had to you had to do that right now, huh?
That was a net 20 on something.
Yeah, it was
He
Con?
con.
is
It was
guard dog
con.
right now, I guess.
Yeah.
Ah,
Uh,
Camille, on the other hand, is not awake. Not yet. That's a 6.
That's fair.
does
I'm
does
going to,
oh
I'm like, I want to say Moria is quiet because she is because Suzumi was sleeping when she left, right? Yeah, so like, she figures one or both of the boys have been sleeping. I'm going to roll nope, I'm rolling that with advantage, dang it, because she's trying to be careful.
oh gosh. Okay, this makes sense because Azumi's on guard dog duty. I look away from the werewolf Azumi and you. uh,
Oh, that's new. Okay, I'll be poking at you later, I guess, but
um, hi Aiden.
Ah,
Bye
baby
Aiden.
time.
I think then with this Moria
I
tries to be quiet, but she is holding stuff.
yeah, I
So
think what
just
I think
opens the door, not as quietly as she'd like it to be though.
I think in that case because Azumi was nat 20 awake TM. He's well aware that you're there, but he's still gonna like try to help you come in because oh, your hands are full.
Yeah.
Also, you're Moria. He's not going to fight away Moria because that's yikes.
Fuck everyone
Uh,
else, I respect you.
fuck everybody else. I respect Moria.
Ah, I still hold that fact very soft, by the way. I'm pleasantly surprised that there is an adult that Izumi respects, but
There's
anyways.
only one. Moria's the only one who has her head on her fucking shoulders.
Yeah, I look at all the other adults here having a crisis. Anyways, um, and hey, you will see that, like, oh, yeah, she brought some stuff back like she said she would. Snacks, some drinks, not hospital food, um, and also books because I imagine Camille is dying from boredom and actually all of them want something actually interesting to do here.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll an insight to just kind of. Moria's just gauging. That's a 25, just gauging the general vibes right now.
Oh my god. How do I put this into words? The vibes are fucking rancid.
I'm just imagining Azumi helps Moria in, like, she apologizes for, like, opening the door a bit louder than meant to, cause like I imagine they're both looking at Camilla asleep, and then there is a pause. Moria just looks around the room, and trouble happened, didn't it?
Yeah, the you got a fucking 25 on your insights. I'm trying to figure out how to word this. At least from Azumi's side, oh goodness. You don't think Azumi's ever left the hospital?
I'm pretty
Uh
sure she's well aware he didn't leave the hospital.
yeah, with the 25, yeah, no, he hasn't left the hospital. He's not as exhausted as the last time you saw him, because going to be real, somebody has been pulled onto the bed. Um, how are things from Camille's side? I know he's asleep, but
Yeah, he's probably passed out. He probably only he's sleeping now because he hasn't really been sleeping well otherwise, except for when pulling Uzumi into bed. Um, so
No.
right now he's kind of passed out, probably a bit off to one side because I imagine Izumi slipped on out when he woke up, and
Yeah.
he's kind of just curled up right now.
That's
He
fair.
doesn't seem to be having a nightmare, at least because I'm not that mean. And
Thank
also,
you.
I look at a certain thing.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's great. It's fine.
Uh, and
Yeah, no,
Azumi,
more or okay. Do you want to say first?
yeah, you say that like Moria says that something happened here, and Azumi just kind of sighs and rubs a hand against his face. That should give you the answer that you need.
Yeah, no, it's straight up gonna be like you can tell you can like read on Moria's face the all right. She places down the items like so they're both situated and she's giving you a look of what happened? Does something need to be destroyed? You know, those kind of vibes.
uh, Azumi kind of looks between Moria and then towards to Camille. Camille's still asleep. Um, thank you, baby.
There's a baby in the hospital, don't worry about it.
There's a baby loose in the hospital. Uh, uh, Azumi just kind of sighs and says, "There's been several conversations. I think it may be accurate to say that they had been back to back, and, well, I believe it just compounded on Camille, and he had a bit of a breakdown."
Ah, wanna do me a real quick insight on Moria?
Yeah! There you go.
Heck yeah. Um, yeah, no, you can kind of see the, oh yeah, she's worried TM, and also just, you get the feeling that actually she's been wanting to talk to both of you. But with seeing Camille be in that state, she's just internally going, okay, so we're going to be sliding that off for later. Let's focus on this then first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can
Um,
ask her about that, by the way. Like, it. She wasn't exactly hiding this either, but you also know her by now. She really isn't one for hiding things.
yeah, and hmm, he's little, he's got little breakdowns. Thank you. Thank you for that. Love you, Gallery. Um,
Thanks, Fletch.
oh god. As I try to think of like what Azumi would actually do. Um, you said Moria brought food, right?
Yeah, she did. Um,
Um, would you say that Camille has already eaten today?
Um,
Or
I think he probably hasn't. He's probably he probably fell asleep like pretty late and is still sleeping now.
yeah, that's fair. Um, in that case, I think noticing that Moria had one brought food and two had something she wanted to talk about, um Azumi says, well, Camille hasn't eaten yet today. I could wake him up and we could speak over food.
Well, definitely. Though, in how good of a state do you think he is? Cause I'll be honest, what I was thinking of talking about was why on earth he went and did all of that on his own. There's kind of a pause, and there's like a. She is well aware that some things haven't been told to her,
Oh,
and she's just kind of, there's a pause, and then just, I would like some answers, but if he if all of this has compounded recently, I get the feeling it may need to wait some more.
hmm. You see Azumi kind of grimace a little. Uh,
Yeah.
he's he does kind of. There's a moment where he like waits and pauses, and then he just kind of sighs and he says, "Well, a lot of the previous conversations have been about him running off on his own,
I see.
but I can say that I think Camille has learned his lesson in that regard, but he brings a hand against his face and he says, in all honesty, Moria, it doesn't look good."
She just kind of sighs tiredly. Yeah, that's what she picking thought he'd say. I'll be real with you. I'm now just imagining like Moria like pressing like like pressing her hands like in front of her face. Just let me find the emoji.
The
The
boy.
Yes,
yeah,
prayer hands.
boy.
Just she's kind of looking at this and like, I'm the fucking adult in this room. How on earth am I supposed to handle this in a good way? Just like, adulting is hard, man. She's trying her best.
Understandable. Have a nice.
um, Another pause and, well, I suppose one thing that would be good is for at least to get some food in everyone.
Right. Um,
And the way you spoke about it, like, what are your thoughts on things? She's like asking you for your opinion on what has happened, because you definitely have some opinions. She would like to hear them for this.
mm, on the current situation or on Camille running off on his own?
On the situation, as well as how you think Camille is handling it.
Mm. I think, personally, Camille is scared of something. And because of that, the possibility of what he was scared of happening broke him in a way that is not easily fixed.
Oh, I see.
Not not by the not by ordinary people and not by people like us. There needs to be a specialist.
Can Moria roll an insight on that? Cause her
Yeah, go ahead.
you're just like, oh, that's an 18.
There's an 18. Okay, okay. Uh hang on a second. Sorry, baby shenanigans going on.
No worries.
Okay, with an 18, the way he's saying this, it's like, yeah, he's saying that there is a quote unquote specialist for fixing this sort of situation. He kind of says it like he knows this from experience and he has someone in mind. But, yeah.
Gonna be real with you. She's kind of looking at that and is you have someone in mind to help. Can I ask can I ask who it is or at least what's going to be done?
Azumi hesitates, and it's that kind of hesitation where he's like, it's not because he doesn't want to tell you, it's because he's not sure how to put it, and also he's not sure if or when Camille will wake up.
Understandable.
Yeah, and
Actually,
he turns to Moria and he says later after we make sure Camille eats.
sounds like a plan. Thank you.
Mm. And I think Azumi's gonna reach over, step towards Camille, and kind of like just gently nudge him. Camille.
Let's see. How fast
Um,
does the boy wake up? Pretty fast.
Oh boy.
okay.
Yeah, so
Hey, 15.
yeah, as you nudge him, his eyes kind of crack open and he does make a little noise. Um
Yeah, I think a hand still resting on your shoulder as he just kind of just says, Moria's here. She brought some food.
You're alright with some deviled eggs and French toast.
right. Yeah, Camille's probably gonna sit up, kind of rub at his eyes as you do. And as I make a horrible little roll that will incite violence, uh,
Oh, of course you would.
What do you mean by that, Fletch?
he smiles at you, Moria, and is just like, "Oh, Moria."
Can I counter incite you?
Yeah.
That was deception, wasn't it? Dang it!
No!
Can I you again. She's seen so much of your bleepery.
Oh my
No,
god!
it's a nat one. What is this?
This
Dice
kills
parser.
this
Dice
kills me
parser.
because Azumi did just straight up say that Camille's not doing great.
I'm rolling again. Dang it.
We look away.
There you
Whoops.
go.
24.
Yeah, he's um smiling at you and like, yeah, you've um you've hung around Camille enough to recognize when he is putting on a facade, so to speak, and right now is no different. Though usually it seems like he's putting on a facade to sort of uh hide there being too much. Right now there is it's sort of the opposite. There's not really much of anything going on behind that mask. Uh, and you also notice a fun little design change. Um,
I'm going to throttle you, you picnic. What? Say it out loud, please. What it is that Moria sees?
yeah, it's nothing too obvious, but like once you see it, you can't really unsee it. His eyes have always been a kind of blue greenish gray color, somewhere around that spot on the color slider. Right now, it's kind of just a faded pale gray.
Yeah, Moria don't like that. She does not like that. I think there's like a pause. She's looking at that. She looks at like the facade you have and raises an eyebrow and just you're handed a plate and no, it's okay to show that you're not doing the best, yeah? Won't judge.
Hmm.
And she will leave that be, but
Yeah, Camille probably freezes for a moment, but he doesn't really say anything and he doesn't quite drop the act just yet. Um, he does thank you for the food though.
valid. Also, Azumi, you're getting food nudged at you.
Yeah, he's taking some food. Don't worry. Um. Yeah, he gets some food. It's cool. Um.
Great.
They're all eating, I guess.
Yeah,
Nutrition is important.
sure is.
And yes, they can't be eating cinnamon rolls forever, a
This is
certain member of the gallery.
I'm like this. I imagine as well. This is just simply, hey, some breakfast food Moria made at home. We've established she's a good cook, so like this is some pretty awesome food, honestly.
yeah, and it's nice. It's different from the usual.
Cinnamon rolls and curry.
Yeah,
Um,
cinnamon rolls in the curry.
some people have been demanding soup.
I look at the
Oh my,
gallery. Thank you,
oh my
guys.
goodness. I see Moria's going to have to bring food like steak or whatever for lunch, huh? Make sure there is some variety.
Bring them some soup.
And yeah, steak might be a little much. Uh, that said, comfort food. It's very good.
Mhm.
And it's not hospital food, so
Yeah.
An even better blessing.
I don't know if even Moria could survive that.
Look, she's had enough hospital food in her life. Let her live. She'll bring her own food. She's 49. She'll bring her own food. I'll be real with you. Moria at this point is happy to sit down and vibe a bit because Camille clearly doesn't want to speak. And also, I look at the state he's in and she's just like, yikes, man. We're gonna have a time with this.
Yeah. Uh, question: where is she? Is Azumi in the one chair?
unless Moria takes it first, Azumi might just sit on the edge of the bed.
All right.
Oh, there's only one chair in this room?
There is only one chair.
We had a whole ass conversation about this.
It's
Oh, yeah, okay.
the absolute
Chair is
state of
Moria's.
things.
Azumi. Yeah, okay. The chair is Moria's. Azumi, you have been shooed to the bed. Go join your brother.
Oh, he sit here. But yeah, Azumi's going to sit next to Camille and make sure he has company and is eating his food.
He is eating his food. Don't
Good.
worry.
That's good. That's good. If he didn't get ready for bullying
Yeah.
too from
God.
both detectives.
God,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, he knows enough.
I sure hope you do. Moria's been feeding you like half your meals ever since you joined her office.
Yeah. It's fine, she's totally not a mom.
Definitely not. Definitely hasn't adopted both the boys in this room.
It's
No.
fine, she is not a mom.
Can't
Yeah,
wait for that revelation to happen. Anyways,
it's fine.
Anyways.
Yeah, Camille probably. He does get through his food eventually. um, or he kind of um looks up at Moria like, so what brings you here?
well, I managed to check up on home, and you may roll an insight on that.
Both of
Both
us?
Don't
of you.
mind if I
Both of
do.
you. Both of you.
Oh, okay. There was no need to roll that high, Azumi.
You saw
God.
you saw Moria's sigh of tiredness and was like, "Oh, something happened to you too, huh?" Um, I'll just finish this sentence. Well, I finished checking up on that, and a lot's happened. I was worried.
What
As
kind of things?
Moria's just gonna raise her eyebrow at the, hey, remember your kidnapping? Fun fact, she happens to care picnic. Um, as for those insight rolls,
Well, he meant other than the obvious. It's fine.
I mean, she's definitely seen more, but at least at this point, she'll be nice and not bring it up right so soon after your mental breakdown.
Kazoo noises
And
play
then
in the distance.
Do do do.
um, that's perfect for this. Yeah, mental breakdowns, huh? Um, yeah, Moria. I mean, you can tell she went home. She got things handled. There was definitely something more. You get the distinct vibe that she's tired and like she saw someone else at the office, it seems. It did not go well.
That's fun. That's fine. That's fair.
With your picking 27 Azumi, I'll say you're able to gauge that, like, yeah, it looks like someone actually broke into the office. She got it handled, but she got to witness someone else have a crisis and talk that down, kind of. She's tired.
Oh.
Yeah, and he just kind of sighs.
There is a pause, and like, Porridge was at the office, and they
Porridge.
decided to go looking through my files without my permission.
Ah, is is Porridge all right? I. He kind of pauses and glances off to the side and says, "I heard from an acquaintance that Porridge was in a bit of a situation."
That's one way to put it. That's the impression I got too. I am not sure. Another pause, and have either of you seen Porridge act differently with yellow eyes and a little less, hmm, perhaps not a little less, but rather far more aware?
Camille shakes his head like, I haven't officially met Porridge yet, so sorry.
No worries. It was like someone else was speaking.
Mm. Hmm. That's what I was told. Like someone else. Hmm.
There was that. There was yes, Camille. Laura's a friend of yours, right? I think you mentioned them before. They were asking for you through Porridge.
Uh, yeah, he visited a bit earlier.
Okay. There was that, and I Porridge told me that a person called the Professor is a level 4 threat.
Oh, for goodness sake, no, he's not.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Camille's
But
squinting at that. Like,
yeah, like Moria's just yeah, that's what I thought. From from what I was able to gather, Porridge did a similar thing and broke in and tried to steal some files, or perhaps not steal but go through them without permission. They did not react well when I called them out on that.
Oh,
And I get the feeling something similar happened with the professor.
I would not blame the professor for getting mad if about that, but I it's not a threat.
He's not a threat unless you give him a reason to be one, which tends to be the case with most well seasoned travelers, which he is one, especially one with the he has.
Well, it's like Moria doesn't say anything, but she's like, it's really not a surprise on her end, because like I point to her, I point to literally everyone in this room and a lot of the people we know.
Mm-hmm.
Like technically everyone could be a threat if you give them a reason to be. So like she's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
surprised, you know?
Yeah. The point is, the professor is quite amicable and not a threat outwardly. In fact, he is the acquaintance that I spoke with in regards to porridge, and I don't know, he seemed rather concerned.
I do not blame him. They I do not know enough about robotics myself, but Porridge appeared to be glitching a fair amount. And roll me another insight. Just
Yeah, no,
Smart boy.
before I rolled that insight, Azumi says porridge has been glitching ever since we'd first met them.
yeah.
Oh wow!
Did
Okay, we're
someone
getting the whole spectrum in this FPS.
Oh
I mean, to be fair, it helps that you saw this earlier. It's just literally Moria looking at that little robot friend. You are falling apart. You had a panic attack in my house. You do not quite catch this, Azumi, but Camille, you actually realize that Moria actually did not let Porridge leave for a little while until she was certain that they would not hurt themselves running out of the house while in that state. So just yeah.
well, I do have some robotics knowledge, and I have an artificer friend if that's not enough. Um, Maybe I can convince them if I run into them.
Hope so. It's The impression I got is that Porridge would not allow most people to look at them is the only issue. And I do not think that they'll be returning to my office for a long while. They seem to be searching for something, though they refused to say what is happening.
Hmm. Hmm. Have you noticed that porridge has likeness to stealth and I don't know, I suppose you could say, subterfuge.
Yeah, I have. They would be a pretty amazing robot for spy work. They're all about information gathering and backing up information.
Indeed.
I do not know who built them, and well, I know Porridge has good intentions. I'm not so sure their creator has good intentions, though. The whole
Indeed.
situation is worrying.
Well, there is not much we can do about it from here. At least not until we figure out what exactly Porridge had been looking into.
I can say at least that while they were in my house, they were trying to find where Camille is, for lore, and they wanted information on the professor. For anything else, though, I wouldn't know.
Hmm. In that case, our best bet might be to ask the professor what Porridge had been trying to find from him.
Hmm.
In any case,
Well, you've spoken quite highly of him. Would be good if I met him myself at some point.
I do get the feeling you'd be the types to get along.
There's a smile at that, like, cool.
the kind of conflict of emotions Azumi just gave me at that. It's
Oh,
it was it was it was
yeah?
it was a combination of, oh cool, two adult figures that I'm okay with meeting each other, but at the same time it was also, oh shit, oh shit.
The
Hmm.
professor and Moria meeting, huh?
Yeah, there's a little bit, there's definitely not an insignificant amount of worry on Camille's part, because, Professor sure do know some things, and he doesn't know how willing Professor is to tell people those things.
Well, I guess that's a future problem for Oatmeal and I to discuss. Oh boy.
Yeah, man.
But Moria has told you all everything that happened with the porridge situation, so she's just like, yeah, well, nothing more that can be done for now, at least.
Mm. And
How have
Azumi just kind of nods.
there's like a pause, and how have you two been doing since I headed off?
Azumi glances at Camille.
Me sweating behind the curtain as I hold up his dice.
Let's go. Deception versus insight again, huh?
Yeah. You would roll that, wouldn't you, you little. At least he's rolling beatable numbers. Azumi
Yeah.
probably doesn't need to roll insight because.
Dang
Oh.
it. Can I argue advantage
Yeah.
because Moria spoke to Azumi? There
Yeah.
we
Woo!
go, better. I'm keeping this 29, okay?
Yeah. Azumi doesn't need to roll because he was literally there for it.
Yeah.
And is Camille, he smiles at you again like, well, I have been recovering. Uh, you take one look at him. He does not look good.
I'm not even going to bother with the deception because hers is a -1 and it's just, you can practically see the written, Are you recovering?
I mean, at least physically.
Yeah.
Mentally, no.
I mean, hey, he's doing better than the moment he was broken, so that's a plus.
I'm going to shake you. I'm in my head. I just have like, why the peck you lying? Always lying. Oh my goodness, stop pecking lying. Anyways, you know that Moria is looking right through you and just, yeah. Yeah, kiddo.
Neil is sticking by it, even though he knows that you're that you know.
Azumi giving you a look, TM.
I'm just imagining Camille sweating and Moria and Azumi giving him both just really, you're trying this.
Well, I've been managing.
Moria does not believe you. she is she doesn't even know what to say to that, so she's not saying anything, but she does not believe you.
Everyone just staring at Camille as he physically cannot admit.
We can sit here all day. We're probably going to be sitting here all day until Camille admits that, yeah, no, things aren't okay.
And Azumi just kind of sighs. And looks away because goddamn, we are back at square one, aren't we, boys?
Yeah.
Reverse character development, baby.
The Moria in my head is kind of not. I get. Guess we'll have to. She's just. I'm not stupid. I know when you're lying to my face.
And his smile kind of fades as he just gives a little shrug.
There is just a tired sigh.
Uh, Do I want to do this? Probably. Azumi kind of sighs and straightens up a little. Um, before he leans over and kind of like reaches a hand out for Camille to take, just so he has a little bit of comfort.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hi, Camille will take that hand, I think. Yeah, bro workers too, indeed.
I mean, Moria's well aware you two are brothers. She she won't give you that mental breakdown by saying anything. Don't worry, but just kind of another tired sigh and if just know that we're here, yeah.
And he gives you a little nod.
Oh, well, there is definitely not gonna be more like the Moria in my head is looking at this and just like, yeah, okay, this won't be continuing today, and I'm already putting enough pressure.
Yeah,
So instead, she's going to quietly pull over some of those books she brought over, and they're being slid over to you.
yeah, Camille blinks at that because usually people uh try and push a little bit more. I look to the previous conga line of FPSs. Um,
Moria is a pecking adult, man. You're the child here. If you're that unwilling to talk, then okay, that's that.
yeah, I shake him. Unfortunately, it has been a weak TM for Camille.
Yeah, no kidding. Once more, there is a reason Moria is like taking a step back and just, okay.
Yeah, so Camille looks over at the books and he does perk up a bit, both at the subject change and because he, he your boy needs some form of enrichment, even like this. Um,
Yeah. There's a quiet and um picked up the picked up the books you were last reading and the ones after. Uh, I will likely need to go this evening as well to sort out some other things. So just let me know if there are any other particular books or if you figure there's something that might make this day a little more interesting.
oh, um, thank you. And he does kind of grab one of the books off the top of the pile because others have brought in books, and you can probably see some games on the nightstand next to him. Um, because wow, lots of people sure do care about you, small child.
Surprise!
Uh, yeah, so he'll he kind of just um moves it around in his hands before he gives you a nod like, thank you. I'll be sure to let you know.
No worries. And she does seem to relax actually at this. Leans back in the chair a bit. So, were Azumi and I any close in guessing at how that murder was solved in the book?
How, what would that be?
I don't.
Intelligence, I guess, or investigation?
I mean, we could roll a preemptive like intelligence or whatever it's called. You know.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
27.
okay.
All right. What was it? +9? Yeah.
Finger guns, disgusting
Detectives.
investigation modifiers for our detectives.
God.
We are feral and we are detectives. We detect things with our eyes.
Yeah, you can't be a detective if you don't have stupid, stupid investigation modifier, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it's fine. He's. It's fine, gallery. Um,
I looked away from the gallery since the game properly started, but everyone's going feral, huh?
Yeah.
anyways.
Oh.
Um, yeah, Camille kind of, lets out a bit of a snort, and he is. This whole time he hasn't necessarily dropped his mask, but that's more because, um, I shake this boy, he would not know how to act without it. Don't worry about that. He's very
Too late,
healthy and very
pegneck.
good about coping with things. Um,
Too late, pegneck.
and he just gives a little nod like, yeah, actually, both of your guesses were spot on.
There's just a smirk from Moria, like, yeah, sounds about right.
Well,
Get a pat on the head. A pat on the head. I'm sorry we spoiled that book for you then.
uh, well, to be fair, should I also roll investigate? No, dice. All right,
Oh,
it did. Okay, okay. I guess we are going to flex. I retrieved my dice, and guess what?
Did he get a fucking 20?
No, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter when your
yeah,
modifier is a +10. Um.
yeah, there you go. I'd like to imagine it was these three brainstorming together and just like they all agreed on this happening and they nailed it.
Yeah. So yeah, he's just, well, he did kind of all guess the same thing together.
So long as you're enjoying the book, I suppose.
Mhm.
Well, guessing the ending before it's there is kind of the job of a detective, isn't it?
It can be.
You have a point there.
there's then a pause and more of a teasing smirk, and I think the real question in this particular book is how the detective and the phantom thief come like come into teaming up.
Well, it's actually a fairly common trope. Uh, and I mean, I guess something similar happened just recently, didn't it? And he's looking at you.
um, is Camille looking at Azumi or at Moria?
Looking at them both because he is thinking of, yeah, Phantom L was on that rescue team, wasn't he?
Oh, he sure
Sure
fucking
was.
was.
There is a nod and just like, yeah, hope the kid's doing alright.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so too. Um, haven't exactly gotten the most details on what happened, but, it didn't really seem like his element.
No, he was not. He. It's clear to see that Phantom L is not the most experienced in close quarter combat.
Like, he is. He's very kind. I don't think he's fought against people much.
Well, he's a thief, not a fighter.
Mm, well,
You'd be
he's.
surprised by the kind of skill set a thief would need.
There's like, well, there are a few kinds of thieves out there. Even a mechanic can be a dangerous fighter too.
Well, he is not one of those kinds, at least.
Still,
Fair enough.
a rather strong person in a rather strong person though. He's your rival, right?
That he is. I hope I don't have to skip the next heist, too.
Ugh. If that happens, I'll just go in your place.
Yeah, I can like go bring a message as well for you.
God.
Also,
God. I
Thank
look
you,
over.
gallery.
God,
what happened? What
Marcy, our beloved, player of Phantom L, is here and just
happened?
sweating.
Okay, so number one, obviously this needs to happen, and number two, like you guys don't even need to roll insight. Moria's going like, yeah, no, I want to just check in on the kid and make sure he's alright after that too. I'll bring him a cake as a treat and a message and like whatever message Camille sends.
God. That does sound hilarious. And he's just, well, I would prefer not to skip two heists considering, it's not exactly the best look, but if I do have to, I.
Ah, yes, your reputation is on the line. Oh, for goodness sake, Camille, you're a child. Nobody's
No.
going to blame you for being in the hospital.
Hell, even if you were 26, I wouldn't blame you. Sometimes you need to just let yourself recover.
I see you skipping straight to 26.
She is being genuine on this, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, Camille
She may
snorts.
be looking at some people from her own home, actually, when she says this, so haha.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, no, I just mean, there is, something I've been thinking of giving him his thanks, for everything.
Ah, alright.
That's fair. Well, I suppose if worse comes to worse, Azumi can chase him for you, but beforehand you and I can just give him a quick visit.
That is if we are able to find him. I doubt he'll be that easy. Fine.
Well, of course.
Yeah,
But phantom thieves and detectives have their rivalry for a reason, don't they?
they do. I'm not really interested in, seeing him out of costume, honestly. It kind of ruins a bit of the fun.
Oh, who said anything about finding him out of costume? We'll just find him right before he breaks into the art museum.
Why are you strangling me, Avi?
Because I know exactly who Phantom L/Leo is.
I
What are
mean,
you
I
talking
do.
about? Phantom L is Phantom L.
Well, I mean, I know exactly as well, though I suppose Moria doesn't, but whatever angst you're planning, I guess I'll get to hear later.
Anyway,
It's fine. This is an established character trait. He was upset that he learned Trickster's identity.
this is true.
Also, to be fair, Moria is actually of the opinion of, like, that's his civilian identity. I don't blame him for wanting that to be kept a secret. So, like, we can just go say hi to him while he's in costume.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah, plot stuff. It's fine. Uh,
Totally.
yeah, it's fine. And Camille kind of snorts at that, because, well, I guess I can't object to that.
Yeah, no, there's a pause and, like, yeah, he's a toon, isn't he? Should be fine if I just bring him a whole cake. He can put it in his hammer space.
uh,
How are you going to carry it?
I have my ways.
Terrifying. Thank you.
Look, Moria is just simply a lady. Ladies have their ways. She also has a 20 in strength. It really isn't an issue to
How
just
big is
carry a
this
cake in a
case?
bag. It's like it's really not an issue just to carry the cake in a bag and just hand it over to the kid.
If you carry it in a bag, it's gonna, like, fall all over the place and get frosting everywhere.
Unless it's still in the box while in the bag.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah,
that
but then
like
it's gonna get
normal?
everywhere in the box.
Not if you're careful about it. Like, actually, real life speaking, I have had to, like, carry cakes in boxes over places and, like, just make sure to balance it correctly and it's alright.
I suppose that's fair. I just.
I love how we're having this conversation in the middle of the FPS.
God.
I can, what the best part, this is probably in gonna be real with you. Just debate.
Yeah. Yeah, Camille's just like, I have a hammer space.
Oh, that too, I suppose. Thanks, Camille.
God.
In Moria's defense as well, she doesn't really think about hammer spaces so much. She's just a simple, real kind lady, man. She's trying her best here, Nine Quell.
Yeah, which is fair. This room is, despite being a Toon room in a Toon hospital, there is only half of a Toon here.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Why does the way you say that make me, give me the feeling like someone else is about to walk into the room now?
No, I
No,
did. I just wanted to do a funny voice. That's all.
funny voice is good.
Yeah, you're valid.
Yeah, so I hold Camille. He's simply doing his best. But the uh, he's still very much, even though he's having this fun little conversation with you, still very much has that design change.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna have to be something talked about later. But for
Fine.
now, at least, there can be there can be some goofing off.
Hmm. I will say, Azumi did say that he would talk to Moria after Camille managed to get something to eat. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to do that now?
sure. Like if Camille's doing all right, and if Azumi can get reassurance that he'll be fine on his own for a little bit.
Yeah, Camille is probably just gonna go, I'll be fine. I have a book, and it's not like someone's gonna come in through the window again.
Again?
Yukon came by to visit.
Ah, I see.
Hey, Moria, wanna roll insight? Considering what
Yeah!
exactly certain Jubilee has done.
9.
Alright. Should I be mean and roll deception?
If you do, I'm gonna roll insight again to see if I get higher.
I guess that's fair. He does kind of glance away at the mention of Jubilee. Uh, yeah, Jubilee sure was a visitor.
She is currently connecting the dots of, okay, so possibly, possibly, definitely initiated one part of the mental breakdown via talking. Probably by accident, probably by accident. Man,
it's fine.
it isn't, but I am looking at Moria's spells. Like, the vibe she is giving me internally is just, if she had a spell she could slap on the window to act as a protection ward, she'd want to do that, but she's not exactly a magic person. She's more of a smashy person.
Just
Oof.
so very valid. Um,
Yeah, she really is.
but yeah, you do get the feeling that Camille's not necessarily angry with Jubilee, but there sure is a lot of complex feelings. that he is very much taking and putting off to the side as he opens up his book.
That's fair. Yeah, Moria is mostly just worried, TM, and alright. It was probably accidental.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a good which is a which good thing for Jubilee, cause if it wasn't accidental, then boy, bird boy, you'd be having a time soon. But
Oh God, yeah, no, we're glad it's accidental. Only accidents here.
um but yeah, no, she's just alright. Gonna casually note to self to maybe make sure Jubilee and Camille don't see each other for a little while, but she won't go hunting for him. It's cool. Um, there's just gonna be a quiet. Don't be afraid to yell if you need anything, yeah? We won't be that far off.
I will.
Oh,
Okay.
also, oops.
Oh,
I can't believe Avi is pecking dead. You good.
yeah, no
Okay,
worries.
I think we're good. I think we're good. Um,
Okay.
uh, sorry, they are loud. Anyway, yeah, seeing that Camille is going to be fine on his own, Azumi kind of just gives him a small smile, and then he'll lead Moria out of the room and to someplace private. Unfortunately, the first place that comes to mind when he thinks of a private, secluded place in a hospital.
Roof time too?
Roof time 2!
Ew! Electric Boogaloo. That's cool.
Yeah, so he ends up taking you up to the roof. So you guys can have a little bit of a conversation. Um,
Alrighty.
it's nice, and oh boy, don't ask how he knows how to get up here.
Um, I'm going to be real with you. Um, you will note that Moria got up here really easily too. Don't worry
Well,
about it.
okay, okie doke, we're good with that. Anyway,
I'm just like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. She's had to do her fair share of parkour in the past.
no, I mean like how he knows how, because he doesn't like climb. There's probably like a stairway access that people normally wouldn't be able to get to. So yeah, yeah. Anyway,
I'm going to be real with you. Yeah, that would probably apply to Moria as well. It's fine.
glad we're all on
Um,
the same page.
yeah, no, Moria doesn't ask any questions. She's just like, all right, cool. Yeah, this is a private place. I'd like to think it's like a bit windy outside too, which is nice after being in the hospital.
Yeah. Um, Azumi brings you up here because he did tell you about the quote unquote specialist. Um,
Yeah, she is looking at you and just, what's the situation? How much can you tell me?
hmm, that is a bit of a loaded question, you know.
Mm,
Camille's situation is it's delicate. It's not exactly something that can be easily fixed. And I said this earlier, so I'm just repeating myself. No,
You sound like you know a way, or
mm,
you have a way in mind already, how you wish to go about this. Can I roll an intelligence or something for this? Because Moria managed to read on the take your heart cases. She
yeah,
knows
Sinclair.
Azumi.
Yeah,
There's that she knows that Azumi is Trickster's rival and all that entails.
yeah. And Azumi just kind of oof. Hang on, give me a
I
second. Let me gather my thoughts. I don't think you have to roll insight or intelligence or anything because he is just gonna straight up tell you. Um I hmm. Within the past few months, Moria, I was able to reconnect with Trickster.
um actually, like, I guess number one, there's you actually do see a smile, from, like, a slight smile from that, and like she's glad to see that that has happened. You will also realize that, yeah, she had an idea of that already.
Hmm. Not going to question that, cause yikes. Anyway.
Like, genuinely speaking, she met Sammy.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
She met Sammy, and I need to remember whether it was stated in conversation. It was stated at least that Arata knows Azumi, I think, or something along
Yeah,
those lines.
Sammy specifically said his brother's rival, in regards
Oh,
to Azumi, I think.
yeah. Hang on
Uh,
a second. There's stuff going on. I need to take care of that.
Valid.
No worries. Uh, yeah, no. Shoot, actually, does this mean did Moria get Arata's name specifically?
Arata's name was not specifically mentioned, no.
Okay. So she wouldn't know it's Arata, but she would know that, yeah, Azumi managed to reconnect with his rival, so, like, hey, she is glad for that. But, haha.
Yeah, so she might be able to piece together the same thing that Camille did, but that is up to Avi.
Yeah, it's also. I do not think. I do not think Moria has met Arata in person unless Avi gives the okay that, yeah, they ran into each other in the hospital. So I guess that's for when Avi's back. Gotta love how the character connections cross like this, huh?
It's very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause that's why Camille found out Trickster's identity without trying, because he was specifically looking into Azumi, but that pulled up a lot of stuff on the spirit rogues, and then unfortunately things just tumbled into place.
Yeah. And then Sammy Satomi came into some other detectives' lives. It's
Well, it's fine, because it's fine. Sammy accidentally found out about Camille's identity, so
fair is fair, right?
yeah, fair is fair.
Oh. And you know, it would be a really funny thought
What?
if Camille just kind of looked out of the window and casually saw Moria and Azumi strolling across a rooftop.
He'd just go like, yeah, that tracks, because he had roof time with Azumi.
Now it's Moria's turn.
Alright, sorry about that. Uh,
No worries.
but, yeah.
I
We're...
do actually have some thoughts for you.
Okay, yeah, I do not remember where I left off.
Yeah, okay, it's Moria would have been able to connect that. Yeah, no, Azumi got in contact with his rival, Trickster.
Yeah.
um, so it's actually just a question of like she is aware of this via Sammy mentioning that Azumi is his brother's rival. So she
Uh,
would have actually connected that. Oh yeah, no, Azumi got in contact. So like she does smile at that. It's one question is how likely do you think it would have been for Moria and Arata to run into each other in the hospital?
I mean, considering that Arata's only been to Sammy's room and Camille's room, but only not that often in Camille's room, it's usually to just drop off like food and stuff. I don't know.
Wanna do a rice dice roll for it?
What would we roll?
Actually, I have an idea. We both roll a d20, and like if it's a case of do we both roll like a it's like if I get above a 10 and you also get above a 10, or like both of us get below a 10, they were in the same room. If not,
Well,
they were not in the same room.
she'd
Or
probably
just
have
roll a
to,
d2.
even if she
Huh?
met Arata in passing, she'd probably have to like get his full name or know
Yeah.
that he's Sammy's brother,
Fair
which
point.
is where
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we'll put that as a no for now.
Yeah. That's fair. Um that said, um shit, sorry. Um
No worries.
um but God, I do not know where I was going. But like, yeah, he tells you that he got in contact with Trickster again. Um, and he says, what else does he say? And I'm sure you've seen the news, Moria. The Spear Rogues tend to deal with stealing the hearts of certain individuals.
Yes. So you're thinking of asking them to help Mill?
It's it's the oh, for fuck's sake. Every time I think they're done, there's more. Um,
I
uh,
pet you.
yeah, it's fine. Um, every
Well, asked or stated, so you're thinking of asking them for help with this?
I will be
You can.
honest, Moria. The this is we tried to do this. I tried to direct this in a way that we wouldn't have to rely on Trickster's help. Camille had been doing well up until a certain point, but having to get in contact with Trickster and ask him to do this is the last resort.
I see. Can I would like to ask what it would entail and what it would mean for Camille.
How do I put this? See how I could put this in a way where it doesn't reveal anything too incriminating.
She doesn't know that yeah, that's fair. You have the time to figure out your words.
Yes. And you see him pause and think, and he says, Camille currently is viewing the current situation, and by extension, perceiving the world around him in a specific way that is harmful to himself. The what Trickster intends to do is to steal that perception and, in a way, break Camille out of trapping himself in that perception. It's going it's going to be a change in character, but it will be for the better. This is I understand if you're concerned about it. This is why I said it was supposed to be a last resort, and I had been hoping Camille would have gotten just fine without it.
Oh yeah, no, roll me an insight on Moria.
Yeah. Okay.
What was
Surprise-
that?
Surprisingly low, but anyway.
You can do it with advantage if you want.
All
I'll
right.
allow it.
Okay, yeah. There we go. That is a 24.
Oh yeah, no, Moria is absolutely worried. She's actually a little bit uncomfortable. Um,
It is not
the thing is, she's a little bit uncomfortable, cause, but she also knows that you are the type of person who would not do this unless you deemed it's the
the
only option, really. It's the last resort, so she feels uncomfortable about it, but she knows why you're doing it and just, yeah, okay.
and he goes on to say this is not in any way charm magic. This is not Camille will still have full autonomy over himself, if that's what you're concerned with. All it will do is help him feel something that he'd been repressing.
Ah,
The hope the hope is that now that he is forced to when he is forced to confront those aforementioned feelings, he will be able to begin to progress in a way that he would not have been able to do as he is currently. And you saw how he was. It's the current situation is not pleasant. The
No.
boy the boy is broken, Moria.
Oh yeah, no, you see her cross her like arms and look down like, yeah. Um I will say with you explaining this, she does like it made her less uncomfortable. There's like there is you can see her thinking and there's just simply, is there anything I would be able to help with here?
Unfortunately, Trickster will be doing most of the legwork, and I, for the most part, from our side of things, I think the best thing we can do is to be sure to be with Camille when the change of heart occurs, because when it happens, it is going to hit Camille all at once, and he is going to need someone nearby.
There is a nod and just, okay, that I can do.
It's it's not ideal. I'm concerned for him.
No. Mm. Yeah, you can see Moria's actually pulled out her smoking pipe and she's just simply fiddling with it, but with that she's just, I am as well. And would Azumi allow Moria to just pat him on the shoulder?
I mean, he doesn't shy away from it. Not this time.
Yeah, there's just a hand on your shoulder and it's not ideal, no, but I suppose many things in life aren't. We can do what we can, though.
I just hope that what we can do will be enough. I can't stand to see Camille like this.
Mm, we'll just simply have to make it be enough. Camille appreciates you being there, you know. Even if it might be hard, you're doing good.
Oh, we sure
Yeah.
do love Clash Star whiz saves.
What was that?
That was a whiz save!
I see, and was that +8 deception?
No, that +8 was insight from earlier. Like, way
Ah,
earlier.
okay. Yeah, okay, that's good. Um, hmm,
So he got a 22 on his whiz save because of the nat fucking 20. So he just kind of,
eh,
like, takes a deep breath and sighs. I'm aware.
hmm, should I roll an insight on that?
You can if you want.
Like, more like the Moria enemy, her guts instinct is going, I should look at that. 25.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Yeah, no. No. How do I put this into words?
Both of her boys are messes.
Yeah, Azumi's taking a bit of, it's been a time all around. Like, not just for Camille. Like, yeah, Camille's been through the goddamn ringer, but, there had been, well, like I said earlier, you noticed that, Azumi has not left the hospital room that Camille's been staying in. Um,
Mori is of the opinion that Azumi has been through the ringer too, because it does not feel good to see someone you care about go through all of that.
yeah,
And like the
not
entire situation was stressful for everyone.
yeah. Well, it's like you have that as like a precursor to everything. But with the 25, you get the impression that his thoughts are swimming. There is a lot of there's a lot of things on his mind, and um this is currently this is only the tip of the iceberg, so to speak.
Oh boy. With a 25, can she tell anymore, or just simply Izumi is stressed as heck, is thinking and is overthinking?
Oh, he is so overthinking, and you're pretty sure that, well, like I said, Camille's current situation is only one of the things that he's worried about. Whatever else he's worried about seems to be a bit more, let's say, personal.
Oh, yeah. Okay, man. Um, see, Moria's instinct is to want to tell him, hey, he can talk. But he also knows that's the worst thing to tell Azumi, and he is not going to talk about it. Um, so instead, she's gonna aim for pulling him out of his head a bit. I guess the question is how to do that.
Alright, take your time.
This is like a 5D chess.
Oh,
I, lo-
absolutely.
I love Azumi so much. It's also just like Moria looking at this disaster like, oh, kiddo. Okay.
I'm sorry you adopted this mess. You have to deal with it now.
Yeah, she
You adopted
does.
2 hot messes.
She did. And she's trying her best, man. She's trying her best.
And we love her for it.
Oh, it's in my head. I have a more light-hearted thought that Moria is giving me, and the like whole current goal knock Izumi a bit out of that overthinking. The light-hearted thought, by the way, is like, yes, she does say this out loud and just, you'll need to thank Trickster for me.
Yeah, I think that does get him pretty good. Uh, and he just kind of just blinks before he before he sighs and says, I'm sure he gets plenty of thanks as is.
Hmm, perhaps. But it's not bad to say thanks when you're grateful for something.
I suppose. I'll be sure to tell him.
Thank you. Think Moria fiddles a bit more with her pipe before putting it away and like gives him a look and shall we go back to Camille?
Hmm. I suppose so. Might as well.
Kept him waiting long enough.
Certainly. He's gonna take the opportunity to lead you back.
Yep. Honestly, I'm just imagining these two quietly going back down and before they do enter the room, Moria is actually gonna check with Azumi, like, hey, is there anything he wants to do, or get himself more, like food or drink, or talk to someone? If he needs that moment, she'll be with Camille, uh, in there.
Oh gosh. He kind of pauses and he says, I. I know he has a fondness for citrus, like oranges and the like. Do you happen to know anywhere that would sell any sort of sweets with citrus?
I would actually. And I casually cough in. Moria has been going around Town and trying out the cake shops. Yeah, she knows a place with a really nice orange cake. Um, you have that address now.
Yeah!
She's going to nicely shoo you off to go do that with a promise that hey, she'll keep an eye on Camille. We'll be
Yeah.
waiting for you.
Yeah, he's gonna hurry off and go grab some food.
Bonus, she asks for him to bring back the chocolate fudge cake that's there too. It's quite nice. She likes it a lot.
Oh, wonderful. We love to see it.
I point at them. We're gonna found family these picnics.
They've been found family. They just don't know or acknowledge it yet.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I suppose on that note, would you all say this is a good place to end it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Azumi finally leaves the hospital for a moment,
Yeah,
but
by the power of mom.
he sure does.
Yeah,
We
because
love to see it.
I don't think Moria. Does Moria have anything she wants to talk to Camille about alone? Uh, or is she putting all that on hold considering?
He is going to be putting that on hold because Camille, you are not in a good state.
No, he
You
is
need a
not.
break.
Yeah.
You need a break. She has questions, and I'm casually looking at the big secret she has not been told yet.
Yeah. It's
She can
fine.
wait.
It's fine.
Yeah. It's fine. It's good and dandy.
It's
Um.
great. We'll have that heart to heart in the future, I suppose.
Hmm?
Yeah. I think. I think it's a good place to end it off with. Um. Uh, yeah, I think I think it's a good place to end it off with. Um, Azumi comes back while Moria and Camille are chilling with each other.
I'm just imagining like a smash cut of these two poking fun at a particular book, and like this plot point is really obvious. Then
Yeah.
smash cut to Izumi coming in with cake.
Yeah, and he gives Camille the orange cake, and the chocolate fudge cake to Moria. And
Yeah.
I'm not sure what cake Azumi would have gotten for himself. He probably got whatever was like whatever was currently most popular. I'm gonna be real.
Of course he would.
Actually, if Izumi asked Moria, she would mention that, yeah, this particular cake is quite has been quite popular recently. Maybe you want to try it out. It's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, he'll go with that. So he probably gets like whatever Moria recommends, or tells him is currently popular. Uh, but we can close on a scene of these three detectives eating cake and chillin'.
Finally a
Yeah.
break.
I come in here with a crumb of fluff for these detectives.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you for that.
Thank you for indulging me, you two.
Oh,
This was
thank
a lot
you.
of fun.
It
Thank you.
was.
Thank you both for playing.
I thank you both
Heck
as
yeah.
well.
This was a blast.
And thank you to our wonderful audience for listening in both now and in the future. For
You're
now, though,
fantastic.
yeah, for now, though, we're gonna bid you a good time zone. Bye.
Bye.